No, I listen to it all the time. I tell all my friends to Smack It Raw.
Following podcast contains mature content. The views and opinions expressed by the host are not necessarily those of the host. Listener discretion is advised. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the #1 wrestling podcast on Pornhub, straight from Chicago, the home of Survivor Series, with an addition from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania.
Thank you.
The Smackin It Raw podcast. I am your host, the patron saint of podcasting, Warden Matt Ritter, who is also from the greatest wrestling city of all time. And I'm here with my co-host this evening. She is the host of the She Lead Showcase Inside the Mind of In the Crowd and Storytime with Miss Katie Kinsey. Baby!
Hey, hello. ¿Cómo estás?
See, now, here's my thing. We're gonna talk about the elephant in the room right off the bat because Allison's just going in the chat. I know that there are reports that said that nobody knew yet. They dropped a t-shirt immediately as CM Punk came out on the shop, so some people knew. I listen, I fully believe that these reactions, Drew storming out, Rhea sulking, Seth flipping out, are all what's supposed to happen. No one's supposed to be happy that Punk is there.
Listen,
Damo's everyone $5.
Tomo's everybody $5. I'm gonna have the diplomatic answer that Cody Rhodes had in the media scrum, which shout out to all of our friends who were in the media scrum and got to ask questions, specifically those wrestling girls, Sir Wilkins, even though he dug himself a hole and couldn't get it out, but he did his best. If Punk is there to help WWE, then welcome aboard. So, I personally don't give a fuck anymore. I've given up a long time ago. I'm just here. I just want to enjoy my wrestling, and I don't want to hear about any more backstage drama that has occurred. I don't want to hear more fights, people fearing for their lives and putting it in quotes if people listen after the fact. I just want to enjoy my wrestling and look at Rhea Ripley. That's all I ask.
I just love what's going on in the comments right now. Maybe because all these teases basically spoiled it, but I was like, okay, cool. So Savannah's not mad. I don't know why you would be mad. He's far away from all your favorites, so they're safe now from getting beat up in the back again. So, like, this is a good thing. Like I said, listen, WWE isn't AEW. This isn't some indie promotion. WWE is not going to bring in CM Punk knowing that it is going to cause an issue in the locker room. Like, they're not in the business of doing that, right? They're not in the business of causing problems in their own locker rooms. They've got enough stars. They did, like, I love CM. I am a CM Punk fan. Oh,
No.
People haven't liked CM Punk forever, Travis.
You, a Punk fan? No way.
I'm a CM Punk fan, but like, I'm not gonna sit here and pretend like WWE needed CM Punk.
No,
They really didn't.
not in the slightest. Everything was like they were doing good. Like record shows sold out back to back 2 nights, like with just the tease of Randy Orton. And of course, you know, you're in Chicago, they're obviously going to be chanting CM Punk regardless of the company or the show or whatever. Nobody fucking expected his ass to show up. I didn't. I sat here like, no, because this is how I took it. I felt like it overshadowed Randy returning.
I didn't.
That's how I felt. Just because, like, yes, we knew Randy was going to come back, and then they kept being like, oh, Randy's not here yet. And I was like, well, don't do that to me. I want Randy Orton. But, like, like Punk just wrestled not that long ago, like a few months ago. It's fine. Like Randy had a double fusion back surgery. It's like I was more excited to see that and see the reaction that he got. And then Punk came out and then all hell broke loose. But that's how I took it.
I see Allison's point, but also Mercedes Moné was a fucking money generator in both merch sales and, you know, the stuff with Disney and everything. So like if they cared about money, they wouldn't have just let her go. I get the point of everyone's replaceable, but at the same time, like they're not just gonna, if that's all they care about is money, they're gonna make money, like they're gonna make things work. So those, in my opinion, those two arguments kind of overshadow each other. And again, they're not going to lose a bunch of their top merchandise draws and top earners for one guy unless they think that CM Punk is going to generate enough merch sales and notoriety to replace 3-4 whatever people that, you know, what WWE does not have that culture. They do not have that culture of like just creating problems and fuck it, creating problems. They really don't. Not in that lot. But
not well, Vince is gone now, so they definitely.
Well, I mean, Vince created problems, but he also paid those problems away. Piece of shit.
Fuck scumbag.
So CM Punk is back. Chicago got, you know, everything they could have asked for. Like they brought out Randy Orton. Fuck it. Normally we do the week in wrestling and then we smash or pass Survivor Series, right? But everyone's here for Survivor Series. So I'll let you do your news and rumors and then we'll smash and pass Survivor Series and then we'll do the week in wrestling. How's that sound?
Okay, that's fine. I was going to say, I actually took notes. I think that's why please let me talk about this week.
Yeah, no, we're going to talk about this week. So, Katie, before you do news and rumors, as always, I want to thank everyone, all 10 people or more that are watching 11. Right now, for joining us. 11 numbers going up. Twitch.tv/Creation World. If you guys are watching us and you guys haven't, please follow us. If you guys are following us, you guys have Amazon Prime. I mean, it's fucking Christmas. Black Friday just happened. I spent a shit ton of money on Amazon Prime getting gifts and shit. You got Amazon Prime. You have Prime Gaming. You link your Prime Gaming account to your Twitch account. You can do it all from your computer. It's very quick and easy. You get a free sub every month. You give to your favorite content creator. Should be me. That's just my opinion. But Katie's taking subs now too. Katie is an affiliate. She can do that shit.
I am.
They hit me with ads on the last episode I watched, and I was fucking pissed.
It wasn't me.
Anyway, you guys can come sub to our channel, sub to Katie's channel, sub to Creation World, sub to She Leads Showcase, whoever. Just please come do that. Use that subscription. Don't let Jeff Bezos keep that money. He's getting plenty of our money. Like I said, it's the fucking holiday season. We're all blowing shit tons of money on Amazon. Like, give a little back. Sure. My favorite thing to talk about, youtube.com/Creation World, where it is free to like, to subscribe, to comment. Katie, what does that do?
Boost the algorithm, helps find new listeners.
And I need new listeners because why, Katie?
Oh, see, now I just get a joy of saying it today. Matt, you're a whore.
I am a whore. I am a huge whore. 4 likes, 4 comments, 4 listens, 4 subscriptions. Listen, I'm here to entertain you guys. Katie's here with me every week to entertain you guys, except for last week she took off. But that's neither here nor there. She can have time off. She gets vacation days. Vince is here whenever he decides he wants to fucking show up to entertain you.
Yeah.
We got the Creation Conversation Monday through Friday. We got Getting Off every other Sunday. We've got Smackin It Raw. We've got shit ton of content to entertain you. And if we're entertaining you, I guarantee you that I can entertain your mom. I guarantee you that I can entertain your dad, your stepmom, your stepdad, your brothers, your sisters, your grandmas, your aunts, your uncles, your best friends, their parents, anyone you like. Hell, your worst enemy. I could probably entertain them too. So share me with everyone in your family. Just spread me around like an STD. Let everyone catch a little bit of Ritter. Please.
A little bit of Ritter.
Just catch a little bit of Ritter. While you're doing that, I want you to flick your bean. I want you to flick your bean, but also the notification bell up top. Click that. Get notified every time we go live. I talked about it Monday through Friday for Creation Conversation at noon Central, 1 p.m. Eastern. Every Saturday for Smackin It Raw, 11 p.m. Central, midnight Eastern. And every other Sunday, including next Sunday, not tomorrow, next Sunday, for Getting Off. 11 p.m. Central, midnight Eastern. And with all that said, Katie, news and rumors.
It's me. So there wasn't a ton from what I was seeing. Juice Robinson is actually hurt. He has a hurt back. I don't know how long he's actually going to be out, but they wrote him off TV by having MJF throw a TV at him. Because that's one way to get somebody off your screen is throw TV on him. Oh yeah, I saw that comment. John Cena apparently had surgery on both of his arms. And that was surprising.
Right?
I said, excuse me? What does that mean? He apparently had elbow issues or something. But successful. He's good. He took a picture with his doctor.
Listen, when you got arms the size of guys like John Cena, Matt Ritter, like elbow problems are just going to happen. All right.
Ridiculous.
I'm just saying.
This will make you laugh. So the Young Bucks, who are currently off TV right now, they're coming back as heels, as we know.
Why?
They have because they're mad at Kenny and Jericho.
That makes them baby faces.
In your eyes, yes.
They're right.
Well,
because they're right, 100% right.
They are. To the rest of the people, they're going to be heels when they come back. But they have filed some trademarks. One of which is KTB Wrestling, which is hinting that it may be for training purposes, as in they may be opening a wrestling school, which doesn't surprise me. No.
Go ahead.
Breathe. It's going to be okay. But this one, I know you'll laugh at. Super Dick Party. Why is he here?
Why can't he not be here? I know he said he wasn't coming.
Isn't he like at the show still?
I don't know.
He also can't join. He's.
Are we live from?
Yo, I don't know. Right, I can't hear anyone. Oh, you're in a pod. Hold on. I'm still figuring this thing out. Give me 1 sec. Take me off. Take me off because I can't.
Yeah.
Oh anyway. My God.
It's all. Why is it always a clusterfuck on great shows where people just show up and are like, I'm here?
I don't know.
So Super Dick Party, which is pretty much every time I have sex with my wife, I like it, love it, do it.
So that's obviously going to be more so merchandise if they can necessarily pull that off, and just more so about their heel return when they come back.
Listen,
kind of shit.
I would buy a Super Dick Party shirt.
Of course you would.
I would wear it to Christmas.
No, it's a Christmas.
At my in-laws.
Oh, I actually have to get.
So CM Punk, ambidextrous masturbation, elbow issues, Super Dick Party, heel bucks. Anything else?
Yes. 2 things. 1, Wheeler Yuta, Utes became the pure champion tonight at that like Ring of Honor, that show that nobody watches.
Yeah.
That title that he once held, that was being held by Ciabatta Bread.
The bread. Yeah.
Yes, the bread. The bread was holding the title. Now Utes won it back tonight.
Okay, good for him.
So shout out to Utes. And then I have the the leagues, if you will, for the A1 Climax, the A1 steak sauce. The Continental Classic is what it's actually called. But it's basically
what is the difference between a continental class, because IHOP has continental breakfast, right? They don't have intercontinental breakfast, but wrestling has intercontinental championships. I don't know what a continental championship necessarily consists of.
Honestly, your guess is as good as mine. I have no idea. But TK tweeted out the rules, and the leagues are as follows. Yes.
Does the winner only defend the belts at an IHOP?
That I don't know. But
okay.
12 fighters. No interference. Nobody at ringside. The winner becomes not only the AEW Continental Champion, so a new title, and the Ring of Honor World Champion and the New Japan Pro Wrestling Strong Openweight Champion because Eddie Kingston is in the tournament and putting up both of his titles that he owns. So the person who wins this tournament will be a person with 3 titles.
That doesn't make sense, right?
Go. Okay.
Because let's say Eddie Kingston doesn't make it to the finals and he loses in like the semis. Then the person that beat him would become 2 champions, and then they could just not defend those 2 championships and then lose in the finals. And then they would just be a double champion and the other guy would be a single champion. Like, wouldn't he have to make it to the finals to defend his champion for it to be on the line for like, because if I win the belts from Eddie Kingston, I can just be like, yeah, no, that was stupid. Thanks. Appreciate it. Fuck you. No, not putting him on the line. Like,
You would assume that. I don't know how they are necessarily doing that aspect. But the 2 leagues.
Oh, he said it in Spanish.
Jesus Christ. We have the Gold League, which consists of Jon Moxley, Swerve Strickland, Mark Briscoe, Roosh, Jay Lethal, and Swiss Cheese Stays White, also known as Jay White. And the Blue League, we have the All-American Nightmare Dragon, Jake Long, Bryan Danielson, Andrade El Idolo, Brody King, Claudio Castagnoli, Eddie Kingston, and Danny Garcia.
Brody King is in this and not Malachi?
Yes. I don't know the reasoning. I know that since, Rampage and since Rampage and Collision was tonight, I do know that Malachi and Buddy had a tag team match. I don't remember against who. But I don't know what the dynamic of House of Black has consistently been changing.
I don't like it.
Hey, Julie Hart's champion, and that's all that matters. She's earned it.
Did you figure it out or no?
Can you guys hear me at all?
I can barely hear you now. Are you at an IHOP? Are you challenging for the Continental Classic right now?
I don't.
Well, thanks for stopping by, Vince. We love you. Bye. My school colors were blue and gold. My high school colors were blue and gold. So like,
oh, were they really?
But like, yeah.
Oh, that's cool. I had blue. I had red and blue.
I don't like I don't like round robin tournaments. I think it's stupid. I think if you lose, you're out. Like,
I know you.
Oh, you
don't
lost,
like
but you can wrestle again and try and get. No, fuck that. That's stupid.
I know you hate them, and I just think it's the funniest thing in the world that they're doing this and adding another championship that they haven't showcased yet. They keep it hidden during the matches. Oh, look at that. You and Svan are twinsies.
So like we got a Red Robin tournament for the IHOP Continental Breakfast
That's what I should start calling it. Red Robin. Nice.
The Red Robin tournament for the IHOP, because like New Japan has the IWGP blah 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 blah, right? Or
the G1 Climax.
This is officially the Red Robin tournament for the IHOP Continental Breakfast Championship.
Do I need to write that down so you remember?
You do. You know that.
Can you give it to me one more time?
Red Robin tournament. IHOP. Okay. Continental Breakfast Championship.
You're so stupid. Continental Breakfast. I'm shaking my mic. This is also turned into chicken scratch. I'll remember it later.
I just need it for when we plug the episode. Cool. Like whatever. Like we don't really need. Like, is this gonna be is this gonna be like the fucking the heart belt things that they don't defend?
The Owen Cup.
Yeah, that one. Or be like an actual championship that's defended. Like, I don't know what the fuck's going on here.
I don't know if it's going to be an actual. Well, I mean, like I said, the person becomes like a 3-time champion, like 1 in Ring of Honor, 1 for New Japan, and then AEW.
Ish. Hi, Dad Hat.
Yeah.
Thanks for stopping by. China borders the what?
I don't know what's going. They're talking about the All Atlantic title.
Oh yeah, no, I've argued the fact that it makes no sense that Japan is in the All Atlantic Championship when they're not there. They fucked up with the international title, so they want to turn it into what it was supposed to be, and the international is being showcased what the TNT was presented as before it became non-existent. Okay, so it's exactly what I said. The Red Robin tournament for the Continental Breakfast Championship will be defended outside of AEW at indie shows and every fucking IHOP across America.
I was gonna say.
Fucking fantastic. The international championship is going to be the Intercontinental Championship, which is what it should have been all along. TNT title just kind of exists, and Darby Allin wants it, so fuck it, give it to him because who cares?
Wait, who is the TNT?
Who is the TNT champion?
Wait. Oh my God, it's Christian Cage.
It's Christian, yeah.
Oh my God, how can I forget the turtlenecks? Damn it.
Yeah, it's Christian. All right, Katie. Anything else?
That's all I had, unless something else happened that I was unaware of.
All right. So, like I said, we're doing this a little out of order. Normally, we run through the week in wrestling, we do our spits and our swallows, and then we end it pay-per-view night, smash and pass the pay-per-view. But everyone's here to hear about Survivor Series, so we're going to smash and pass Survivor Series. And then if you really love us and you want to spit and swallow with us, you can stick around for that, or just go back and listen on audio because we're available there as well. And it's going to be a fun time, and I'm going to talk a lot of shit. There's going to be sexual innuendos and me talking about being, whores and dick sucking and all sorts of things. So, with all that said, Survivor Series kicked off. Well, first off, Kayla Braxton does not look like Kayla Braxton anymore.
Before you go on, Savannah has an actual question.
Yes, they can.
So
hotels
and IHOPs.
Hotels and IHOPs.
Got it. Okay. I had the pre-show on and I was kind of just like here playing on my phone, not really paying attention. And then I looked and I was like, wow, she really does look different. But I don't know when the fuck she would have had all this work done. Like last time I saw her, I swear she didn't look that different. John
and Caroline have been over the last couple days. They came over after Thanksgiving, spent the night last night. They went home they left today. So we were watching SmackDown last night and I wasn't paying attention. There was like an interview or something and John said something about Kayla Braxton and then like I looked and they didn't show her again. So like I missed it. Turned on the pre-show today and she's sitting there and I didn't even fucking realize it was her on the pre-show panel. And I looked and I'm like, wait, that is Kayla. Oh, that's what John was talking about. Okay. Women's War Games opened up the show.
They did.
We got Becky, who decided, fuck this, I'm not wearing matching pink and black gear.
Which pissed me off. Color coordinate, for fuck's sake. It's not hard. Please. I was like, cool, Bianca, pink, Shotzi, pink. She had Jigsaw on her jacket. And then Charlotte with the pink robe, and I was like, cute. And then Becky comes out in all black. I said, what the fuck? The disrespect to your team.
First and foremost, I was smashing Jigsaw on the jacket.
Oh, of course. I mean, why wouldn't you?
Secondly, Becky was pissed off. Like, she just walked past, because she was still mad from SmackDown, which we'll talk about later. Or Raw. No, SmackDown. Yeah, she was still mad from SmackDown, which we'll talk about later. But, she stormed past everyone, got in the ring, took the first spot, did not color coordinate with the rest of the girlies, which...
She wasn't in the group chat.
Kabuki Warriors came out, it is the Kabuki Sky Damage Warrior Pirates Control. All came out with masks on.
All Asuka masks of different variations. And all had yellow of some kind in their gear.
Bailey looked awkward as shit trying to dance in the mask and everything, but they made it work.
I mean, Pam's doing her thing. Shout out. I love the black and gold gear for Bailey. Shout out to Pittsburgh, but it looked really good.
Dakota Kai is the de facto leader of Damage Control at this point. We'll talk more about that on Saturday, but also just out there handing kendo sticks and shit.
She's doing
managing everything going on, just kind of running shit.
I love Dakota. I wish she could have been in the War Games.
Becky and Charlotte were at the post PLE podium together, laughing and getting along.
That's true.
They gave the people what they wanted. They hugged in the middle of the ring. They hugged it out.
They also said on the scrum that they were in the talking stage. They were dating again because somebody brought up them going after the women's tag titles, and they said, "Whoa, whoa, whoa, we're just dating again. Like we gotta take it slow."
A lot of relationships were repaired at Survivor Series tonight. Talk about one way later. Becky and Charlotte, hugged it out, back on the same page. Io Sky dropping a chain down to Dakota, hooking a trash can to it.
Phenomenal.
Which, listen,
Genius.
I've got my NXT War Games 2019 Women's War Games shirt because I was at the first ever motherfucking Women's War Games with my best friend's girlfriend while my best friend was at home with my wife, and I know how that sounds.
But it's okay.
Nothing happened that I know. I'm sure nothing happened. Anyway, so we went, did that War Games, EO trash can, boom. Tonight in Chicago again, EO trash can, boom. Beautiful.
EO in a trash can just makes magic. Quite literally, like that's what it is. That's what it do.
So Women's War Games, smash or pass. Good girls get the win.
Good girls, which I kind of expected, but I also didn't expect.
I did not expect. I really thought Damage Control was going to go over. I also kind of expected Io, Kyrie, and Asuka to stomp the shit out of Bayley after losing the match. Yeah,
I had a few awesome theories I was cooking in my head about what was going to happen, both for this one and for the men's, like with people in the cages. None of which happened. So I'm boo-boo the fucking clown over here. I will 100% smash the War Games match, the Women's War Games match. I am passing Charlotte's shitty fucking moonsault where she just landed completely on Io's head.
Okay, so devil's advocate, the form was beautiful. She did, however, drive her knee directly into the top of Io's skull.
She rotated too fast, and by the time she was at their level, her feet were just fucking dangling.
Well, that's how she always does it, though.
Yeah, but it's always awful.
Well, normally she lands next to him. At least she hit people this time in the head with her knee, but at least she caught the people this time. She didn't. Imagine if she had done the moonsault and landed behind them and everyone just fell over, because that's what normally happens.
But yeah, besides that, smash.
Okay, smashing Women's War Games. Next up, for the Intercontinental title, Gunther made Miz in his pants.
Mm-hmm.
I saw a lot of if you don't think Miz is a good wrestler after this, you never will. Miz showed he can wrestle, blah, 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 blah. Great match.
I honestly was in the mindset of I don't necessarily care who wins because Gunther already has the longest reigning title reign right now, and it would just put Miz tied for the most IC title reigns, and both are I'm honestly probably I would have been okay with either person winning, but Gunther's a fucking monster. He's scary.
I need to know when Sheamus is coming back, because at this point the only acceptable outcome is Sheamus becoming Grand Slam champion and dethroning Gunther. That is it.
So it would have to be, if we want it on a PLE or a pay-per-view, whatever. Maybe Rumble if either aren't in it. Not Elimination Chamber because Gunther's not allowed.
Yes, Sheamus is injured,
but he should be back soon.
Yeah, off the top he doesn't think he's coming back.
I would say Rumble if Gunther isn't in the Rumble.
There isn't a fucking brand split.
They're at least kind of trying now.
They might get to it eventually, but as of right now, it still does not fucking exist.
Hey, Nick Aldis and Adam Pearce are doing their best.
Yeah, I know it was. I'm going to smash the IC title match.
Yeah, no, that's phenomenal.
As a matter of fact, I don't think there's anything I'm gonna not smash from tonight. Spoiler, but we'll talk about it. Santos Escobar defeats Dragon Ball Lee, which had to happen because like you don't get to injure Rey Mysterio and Carlito and take out your former best friends and then lose to a guy from NXT. As talented as Dragon Ball Lee is, we just don't do that. It being whatever you want it to be.
Oh, you're up. There you go. But they followed, so thanks.
Oh, Mr. Bumcheeks are big. Followed. Thank you, Mr. Bumcheeks are big, or my bumcheeks are big.
I was like, where are you getting the R from?
Listen, Mr. Bumcheeks, my bumcheeks. Either way, they're big, and I appreciate the follow. Like it was a good match. Dragon Ball Lee's fucking fantastic. Santos is fantastic. I had two people in my house arguing about why a Hispanic man is named Dragon and Lee in their opinion, which were both Japanese and or Chinese names, and they were very confused by what was going on.
I mean, listen, it's WWE. That's the only answer I have. But like, I saw a lot of people kind of, I wouldn't say necessarily advocating, but saying that with like people like Lee and Santos, you definitely could bring back the Cruiserweight Classic, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Or just like the Cruiserweight division, like in general. Because like there are like Cedric Alexander, who has had fantastic matches with Dragon Lee the past few weeks, and Santos, and just all of these people who can go.
Axiom, I guess.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, most of my friends don't watch anything outside of WWE. I watch more outside of WWE than any of the people that were at my house today. So they would not know that. I have no idea if he was Dragon Lee in AAA or not, though, because the farthest I go is AEW, and then maybe like an occasional Impact, or like someone might force me to watch like an NJPW show for their show, or like ROH from 20 years ago, shit like that for a show. But too much wrestling to keep up with. I just stick to what I enjoy.
Would you like to hear a tweet from your favorite wrestler of all time?
Depends.
I'm being very sarcastic when I say your favorite wrestler of all time.
He
just recently got fired.
No, he's not a wrestler anymore. So no, his opinion is not valid. He's a porn star now.
Do you just want to hear what this says? Because you got tagged in it in group chats, and it was also just sent to me. So
fine.
For those who aren't aware, this is from Matt Riddle. Hey, at WWE. You thought I was hard to deal with. Laughing, crying emoji. Have fun with 0-2 at CM Punk. And that is a quote. That is a legitimate tweet. This man decided to tweet with his whole chest. That's a choice. I just... What was the next match?
That sounded all sorts of fucking bitter over the fact that you couldn't keep drugs out of your body and your dick off the internet and lost your job. That doesn't sound like a WWE problem. That sounds like a you problem, bro. Anyway, fuck that guy.
Yeah.
Next match, of course, Rhea Ripley with new hair and motherfucking chaps, because all chaps are assless and so are these, defends the WWE Women's World Heavyweight Championship in a banger against Zoe Stark.
Oh, yeah. You know the gif of like someone holding the dog and it's just aggressively barking?
Mm-hmm.
That's me at Rhea Ripley at all times. I love this woman with my heart and soul. She barked at someone on SmackDown. We'll talk about it. I was barking at her. I am no better than any man.
Especially this one.
especially that one. No, Rhea Ripley is a wonderful human being, a beautiful woman, a fantastic wrestler,
Fine
busts
as
her
fuck.
ass, fine as fuck. And Zoe Stark, as Triple H said in the scrum, proved she belongs in that level.
And now randomly just decided she's going to completely fuck with Katie and just start licking things, just random things, skulls and autographs for $850 that get sold on
See,
eBay, and
that's
maybe
not,
vagina.
it's not fair. You know, I don't ask for much.
He's like,
That's
I
all
just
I
want to
ask
get
for.
licked, dude. That's not much to
Right
ask
here.
for.
Right here. That's all I ask for.
That is not where I'd ask for it if I had the opportunity, but that's neither here nor
I'm
there.
keeping it nice.
And then last but not least, mind you, all night we've got Dominic Mysterio coming up and talking to Judgment Day, and they're like, I heard that Randy's not showing up tonight. And then like the good guys are in the back and they're like, oh, well, you know, Randy's not here yet. Is he coming? Yeah, he's coming. Are you sure? And then they like go out there and they all get put in the cages and Randy's not there. And then we have our men's war games match, and all of the competitors on both sides are in, and it's time for the good guys to get their final person, and music doesn't play. And then Judgment Day's music hits, and Rhea Ripley sprints down to the ring with the briefcase. And you're like, oh my God, are they not really going to bring Randy Orton in? Are they going to just let Damian cash in on Seth here and win the title? Is this what we're doing?
Damn near had a heart attack.
And then, of course, we hear voices in our heads. Randy comes out, looked a little drunk stumbling down to the ring. But once he got in the ring, for a man with a broken back who has not wrestled in God knows how long, not a
18
fucking
months.
ounce of ring rust on him. Those slams were still fucking beautiful. The RKOs, and I don't even know what the fuck he was yelling when he did his fucking DDT, rope hung DDT. He was
just.
I don't know what the
He
fuck.
was speaking in tongues.
Yeah, ripped as hell too. Came back jacked as fuck.
Dude, the audacity Randall Keith Orton has coming back looking like an absolute snickety snack. Not fair.
We also took the man with the biggest head in the match, threw him off the top of the cage into an RKO, and Randy's just like, right here.
He said, guys, here, please. I really thought, so one of my awesome theories was Dom was gonna, because the last two men for Judgment Day in the cage was big ass Drew McIntyre. What?
Okay, so 3 guys are in the ring, right? Damian went out, and I'm sitting there and I look and I see Cody and who were the last 2 for the men? Cody and
Sammy.
Yeah, Cody and Sammy. And I look and I only see Drew in the ring because he's so or in the cage because he's so fucking big that he's just Dominic's hiding behind him and you can't fucking see him. And I'm like, for the life of me, I can't think of who the last person. Like, I'm like, why are they missing a person? Why is there only one person left in the cage? There should be like, I'm trying to do math in my head. Completely forgot Dominic Mysterio existed as soon as he was out of eyesight. And then he moved, and I saw Dom, and I was like, oh, duh. Yeah, no, that's the last guy. Completely fucking forgot.
No, that's 100% object permanence. Learned about it when I took preschool. 100% a thing. I really thought when the timer went down and it was supposed to be the next person for Judgment Day coming out, I thought Dom was going to try and go out and Drew was just going to beat the absolute shit out of him. I don't know why, but in my head, I was like, Drew's just going to like Glasgow kiss him and just start slamming him around the cage and lock the door and go in because he was pissed. Mans was pissed, especially because he wanted to go in before that. Damian said, no, stick to the plan in his deep voice. What?
See, my only awesome theory of this was I thought that Randy was going to come out and then RKO and drop Seth and let them cash in.
How dare you?
I did. I really did.
Well, I also thought
he's a fucking snake, Katie.
Hey, I wrote all about him. I know.
Listen, he is legit a Slytherin, and there was a man with the sword of Gryffindor in this match. There were so many possibilities.
Oh my god, that's insane.
We've seen him smash Horcruxes, including the one that's running his fucking mouth on Twitter.
True. See, so like one of my other ones was Dom's gonna walk out, and we don't even get Randy's music. He just comes out and runs, hits an RKO on Dom before he comes out. But whatever.
Drew was supposed to get first crack at Priest. I bet that's what the agreement was. Which Randy fell from the ceiling and gave an RKO to the first person he made contact with. This man just got back from a broken back, and Savannah's like, throw him from the rafters. Just toss him on the rafters.
Have him jump over the cage into the ring. Like, that'd be wild.
If anyone can do it, it's Randy Orton.
If anyone can do it, it's Randy Orton.
Well, no, if anyone can do it, it's Montez Ford. But after Montez Ford, it's Randy Orton.
Montez Ford, Randy Orton, everybody else.
Pretty much.
Seth starting the match by just diving over both sets of ropes and just beating the shit out of Finn.
That's my one issue. All right, so
why?
Because I love war games, but it's such a fucking stupid concept. Because they ring the bell when two guys are in the ring, but then the match doesn't officially start till everyone's in the ring. So why the fuck are we ringing the bell? What are we ringing the bell to initiate? Not the match, because the match doesn't start till everyone's in the ring. So like, why did they ring the fuck? Like, it drives me insane.
I mean, I completely understand that, and I don't understand why they do that, and I never realized they did until you said that.
Yeah,
because it doesn't really make sense. Because you're right. All insert number of competitors here need to be in the rings before the match can start. Mike
Rome even like did the now that everyone's in the ring, War Games has begun or whatever.
Yeah.
But as soon as Seth dove over the top rope and hit him, bell rang, and I'm like, what? No.
Maybe
that's not how this works.
Maybe they forgot what kind of match they were doing for a second. They were like, oh, fuck. They rang it, and they were just like, no, guys.
Also, my question is, so if Randy hadn't entered in the match, right, then War Games hasn't officially started. So if Rhea had cashed in the Money in the Bank and Damian had pinned Seth because he had plenty of time to do it, would he have won the World Heavyweight title but not have won War Games? Because he can cash in at any time. So he would have been World Heavyweight Champion and still had to finish War Games by the time Randy got to the ring, which is what he should have done, but he's stupid.
Damian deadass, when Randy's music hit, he was standing there like, uh-oh. He looked like a kid who got in trouble. His hands were like this. His face was he looked scared.
Like, no, straight up. The match isn't even like officially started. Cash that shit in. It took Randy 10 seconds at least to get down to the fucking ring, pin Seth, win your World Heavyweight Championship, and then go win War Games or lose War Games. What does it matter? You're champion.
What does it matter? You're champion. You're champion now. I would have. I guess that technically, they would be two different matches then. Because it was different when Seth had the Heist of the Century because that match was ongoing.
Yep.
And that became, okay. Yeah.
He went from senior to high school senior. I'm smashing men's War Games. I'm smashing Randy and Cody having their moment, and Randy letting Cody, finish Priest and pin him, and all of that. Even though he got his RKO high spot and all that, so that is a smash.
No Rhodes has lost a War Games match. Apparently, that's what the internet was telling me.
Ooh, interesting.
Yeah. Sorry, go on.
What about a Flair?
Oh, that I don't fucking know. I only care. I only kind of care about one of them.
Last but not least, logo comes up on the screen. Good guys are celebrating their win, and look in my eyes. CM Punk showed up in Chicago. Rumors are that nobody knew CM Punk showed up moments before, walked through the arena, came out. Nobody in production, nobody else knew. Allison was in the chat. She was pointing out, fan videos of Seth's reaction flipping out, which again is what should happen. that Drew McIntyre stormed out and he's not officially under contract or hasn't re-signed his contract, that so-and-so is moping. But again, they're on TV still. Like, they're still in front of a live crowd. This should be the reaction. Like, I don't expect anyone in WWE to be excited that CM Punk is back on screen TV. We've had diplomatic answers. We had Triple H come in and say what he had to say in the media scrum afterwards. And, CM Punk is a different person than he was 10 years ago. I am. This is a different company. We're excited. Whatever he does, he's going to be talked about. I'm not going to say that Triple H sounded excited, but he said he was excited, which are two different things. But this happened.
Triple H was just trying to get through the scrum. Best part, because usually, if people don't know, Triple H usually ends the scrums. But this time, because of all of the Punk stuff, they were like, no, you have to go first. And then Cody ended it and came out and put his glasses on and started reading some statistics and pulling a Triple H. It was actually quite hysterical.
So according to Triple H, there were a bunch of rumors, and when the rumors were happening, CM Punk wasn't on the radar. What wasn't going to happen. Mm-hmm. And then as soon as the rumors died down and everyone kind of leaked that it was going to be Randy and no one was talking about CM Punk anymore, that's when everything came together. According to Sean Ross Sapp, from his sources, Triple H and CM Punk sat down last week and talked for about an hour and hammered things out. And then again, nobody knew, blah, blah, blah. One of the questions they asked is, what's next for CM Punk? Now, I said, listen, literally every man that was in that ring is pretty much, outside of Randy Orton, a potential new matchup for CM Punk, because Cody was not Cody Rhodes when Cody was in WWE at the time that CM Punk was. Jey Uso, new matchup. Finn Balor, new matchup. Sami Zayn, new WWE matchup. Drew McIntyre was, again, not the Drew McIntyre that he is now when CM Punk was there. Like, he wasn't on that level. This is a completely new Drew 10 years, 12 years later. Damian Priest, Dominic Mysterio. Nobody wants to see CM Punk versus JD McDonough, but so like Seth Rollins. And Seth Rollins, in my opinion, is the most intriguing. He had the reaction that he had, real or not. He has called CM Punk a cancer, said he didn't want him back, real or not. One of CM Punk's biggest sticking points the last time he was in WWE was he was promised to main event at WrestleMania, and then they kept taking that away from him. I'm not saying he's going to main event this WrestleMania. I'm not even saying he should main event this WrestleMania. However, CM Punk versus Seth Rollins for the World Heavyweight Championship at WrestleMania, with all of this bad blood and all of the history of, like, I'm the one that created the Shield and brought you in and blah, 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 like, and then Seth having called him a cancer. And just the promos alone between this Seth and CM Punk.
I will say, I 100% agree with you on one thing. Phil should not main event this WrestleMania.
Correct.
I need Roman and Cody for one night, and I need the women who have quite literally earned it consistently and didn't get it last year. I need them to be the main event of the other night. Because, like, how the fuck are you only going to do it once and then be like, we gave it to him, get enough? No, fuck that. Like, I have my gripes.
I wonder if the whole idea of LA Knight versus Roman 2 at Rumble changing for a bigger matchup was changed because of the Punk signing.
Was that even the... I didn't even know that was, like...
Yeah, I hadn't heard that. I'm smashing CM Punk's return. Vince hugged Vince was right there. Like, the first group of people that CM Punk went and touched was Vince's group of people. Vince said he hugged CM Punk and touched the titty. This man has Vince's pictures out the ass. Background. Yeah, I saw Vera in the background. Fucking Vince straight up mizzed in his pants as soon as that music hit. I know him. I know he did. He can't tell you about it because he can't get the fucking Wi-Fi in the IHOP to work. But he did.
The IHOP.
Or the Red Robin, wherever the fuck he was at getting food afterwards.
Who fucking knows? I like I keep saying, I'm indifferent about it. I truly just don't care anymore. Like I told you
Okay.
before, I'm just
Outside of-
over it.
Hold on. Outside of drama and bullshit, right?
Uh-huh.
In the moment, that music hitting him showing up in Chicago, smash or pass?
Well, if you must know my initial reaction, which I was a few seconds ahead of my mom who was watching, I was like, no, what the fuck? Because again, I was in the mindset of Randy getting outshined, and that pissed me off. Because I've been
Okay,
waiting
so-
for Randy.
In that case, it's a pass for you then, which is fine.
Yes. Because
I'm not going to stop you from passing.
love Randall Keith Orton.
I know you do.
man.
There's there's a continental breakfast classic.
Yeah,
going
Vince
on
is
here.
trying to be the Red Robin. I
Tournament.
can't even fucking read this. Red Robin Tournament IHOP Continental Breakfast Champion.
Yes.
Jesus.
And I think he could win it. I mean, you read the field. I think Vince has as good a shot as anyone.
I don't know.
I mean, is Daniel Bryan 100%?
Probably not. So
Is John Moxley just not going to like bleed everywhere?
He didn't on Wednesday,
That's true. That's true.
which was shocking.
Right. Overall, Survivor Series smash or pass?
I mean, overall, it's a 100% smash.
100% smash. 100% smash. Triple H's favorite building to have wrestled in his entire career. Quote tweeted, the Allstate Arena in Chicago, Rosemont. Smash, not even arguably at this point, the greatest wrestling crowd in the world. The Chicago fans. Smash. Because again, I told you, they were not going to boo Randy Orton, right? They were never going to boo Randy Orton. Even if CM Punk, even if like we didn't know Randy was coming and Randy's music hit, Chicago was never going to boo Randy Orton. That was never something that we had to worry about because we're not those fucking fans. Like that wasn't going to happen. We're not assholes.
Sure.
Bryan Danielson ain't winning it, but Vince Delgado is. Of course, Bryan Danielson's not winning it. Vince Delgado is. Dude's a vegan. I don't think continental breakfast.
I don't think it is. Not the ones they serve
Maybe
at the
they've got
hotels.
Beyond Bacon. You know, like,
Maybe the IHOP. I mean, well, it depends. If they're at an IHOP, possibly. If they're in a hotel lobby, no.
True facts. Yeah.
You know, something about the remix to Ignition somewhere in there too. I feel like just seems right.
Survivor Series 2023 from Chicago, Illinois. Smash. I guess now's as good time as any, ladies and gentlemen, to sit here and tell you about a great thing that is called patreon.com/creationworld. There you get 3 awesome shows for $1. You get Return to Wrestling with me and Travis, where we talk WCW. We just did Spring Stampede 1998. We have another one coming out next month. We are right at the cusp of the start of the Wolfpack. It'll be within the next episode. So come check that out and join us on that journey. And everything that we've done from the very first Nitro all the way up to Spring Stampede 1998 is all available there for you to go and check out and watch once you subscribe. And you get that new episode every month. Also, if you're a comic book fan, Travis and Mara have Multiverse, where they sit down and they review DC animated films. Their latest one is The Killing Joke, which is a fucking fantastic film. So you can check that out and all of the DC animated films that Travis and Mara have done so far. And last but not least, brand new to our Patreon, brand new to your ear holes, that I've got at least 2 positive reviews on from people that have listened to it. One being Tom, so Australia loves us. The other being Katie, because of course Katie loves us. My wife and I sit down and read Am I the Asshole post. You can listen to my wife talking about giving strippers hand jobs, and not wearing underwear, not her, but somebody else not wearing underwear to a wedding, all sorts of things. We tell stories about our personal lives. We argue a little bit. It's a good time. And we read Am I the Asshole post. It is called If You Have to Ask. You will get a new episode of that every month. So the first one is out now. A little bit more money, other tiers, all that stuff's still available at every tier. But, you know, the more you donate, the more you get from us. So please go check that out. One of those tiers gets you this show ad free. I just talked about how, like, I haven't subscribed to Katie's Twitch yet because I'm not on my computer ever, and they won't let me do it from my phone. And I had to watch ads. I know a lot of people hate ads. If you don't want to watch our shows with ads, you can watch them ad free at patreon.com. Just subscribe to that tier. However, ladies and gentlemen, Black Friday has happened. Christmas is coming. We have deals. And the deals that we have for you benefit you because adamandeve.com, you get something for your significant other or for yourself. Like if you're a lonely person and the holidays are coming and you're depressed, get yourself a sex toy. Increase that serotonin. Get yourself off, make yourself happy, or someone you love. We got Dubby to help you get through late nights shopping and packaging and staying up to put out presents for the kids if you have them, whatever, or just staying up playing video games late at night or watching us late at night post pay-per-views. Dubby is there for you. And then if you have a pet, dog.com. Amazing deals over there. Same shit. And Travis is going to tell you about all of that right now.
Spice things up in the bedroom, then it's time to check out Adam and Eve. Because you see, Adam and Eve is the leading adult toy store that offers a wide range of products to help you explore your sexual desires. Whether you're looking for something to use solo or with a partner, they have everything you need to satisfy your cravings. From vibrators to lingerie, bondage gear to lubricants, adamandeve.com has it all. And the best part, you can shop with confidence, knowing that all their products are of high quality and backed by a 100% satisfaction guarantee. That means whether you bought a dildo, sex swing, penis ring, vibrator, anal sex toy, bondage toy, couples toy, lube, or accessory, you can get a refund within 90 days if you're not 100% satisfied. No questions asked. And right now, as a special offer to our listeners, Adam and Eve is giving you 50% off almost any item on their website. That's right, 50% off. And if you act now, you'll also get free shipping. So go to adamandeve.creationworld.com and use the offer code erotica at checkout. That's erotica at adamandeve.creationworld.com for 50% off almost any item and free shipping. Don't wait. This offer won't last very long. The link is in the description. Attention dog lovers. Are you looking for high quality products to spoil your furry friend? Then you need to check out dog.com. Because you see, dog.com is the go-to online store for all your dog related needs. They offer a huge selection of dog food, treats, beds, and more. Plus, they have products for all types of dogs, from puppies to seniors and everything in between. And the best part, you can shop with confidence knowing that all their products are made with your dog's health and happiness in mind. Dog.com only stocks top-rated brands that you can trust, so you can rest easy knowing your dog is getting the best. And right now, as a special offer to our listeners, Dog.com is doing a big warehouse clearance sale. And all you have to do is go to dog.creationworld.com and you can get up to 80% off on all sorts of items like toys, treats, bones, harnesses, bowls, leashes, and anything else you can think of. So go to dog.creationworld.com and take advantage of this sale right now. Spoil your furry friend with the best products from dog.creationworld.com today. Link is in the description. Are you tired of feeling sluggish and unfocused throughout the day? Then it's time to try Dubby, the ultimate energy source. Dubby is a powerful, clean energy drink that is designed to help you stay alert and focused no matter what life throws your way. Whether you're a student, a busy professional, an athlete, or especially a gamer, Dubby can give you the boost you need to take on the day or the night. It also contains important aminos and vitamins that canned energy drinks simply don't have. And the best part, Dubby is made with high quality ingredients and is completely sugar-free, maltodextrin-free, and is keto-friendly. So you can enjoy the energy boost without any of the crash, jitters, or angst that comes with traditional energy drinks. Simply mix Dubby with water and you'll have a delicious, refreshing energy drink that can help you power through your entire day. And with a variety of flavors to choose from, including Galaxy Grenade, Beach and Peach, and Dragonade, you're sure to find one that you love. So go to dubby.creationworld.com and order your Dubby today. And for a limited time, use code Creatia at checkout to get 10% off your order. That's Creatia at dubby.creationworld.com for 10% off. Try W today and feel the difference. The link is in the description.
All right. So now we're going to do the thing that we normally do and spit or swallow the week in wrestling. Because it's my favorite thing to do every week is to ask Katie a simple question. Katie, spit or swallow?
And I would like to make this point clear. Matt is the only person who's allowed to ask me that question in this type of setting. Just saying.
I mean, unless Vince is hosting and I'm not here.
Well,
or Travis.
Fine. Well, even when Travis hosted, I still basically hosted. What do you mean?
That's true. That's fact.
Come on now. Don't disrespect me like that.
So me and Vince are the only two people in this setting allowed to ask you that question.
Yes.
Anybody so Tommy, else? Just sit there and learn your Spanish and enjoy the answers because you'll never get to ask a question.
Oh my god. Anyways, I'm going to, since we keep talking about it, I'm going to swallow everything that was happening with Drew and Judgment Day and Team Cody, specifically for all Team Cody looking like four completely different people who do not belong together. All of them dressed differently. There was no group chat involved. None of them got the memo on what they were wearing. And Cody explaining Randy being their partner in the end of the night. Everything else was kind of just there and whatever, and matches happened. But, like, the four of them looking like completely different people, and Cody just, because you weren't going to bring Randy out on Raw. Like, that's a fact. We knew that wasn't going to happen. You save him for the pay-per-view. So just being like, I have a legacy with him, obviously. Apex Predator, you're not hearing voices in your head, and then the crowd's just chanting, Randy, you know, as they do. And then he just says, they're right, talking about the fans. I thought it was clever, because they also were like, it was like 11:50, it was like 10:59, I was like, you guys have 30 seconds probably to do this, so you might want to hurry up. But I'm going to swallow all that.
I am spitting everything you just said. Listen, that whole Cody thing fell really flat for me. It felt lackluster. And here's the thing. I don't disagree with you. But here's my thing. If you're not going to bring Randy out, say, we've got a fifth man and we'll see you at War Games, and then let the music play. Because all of the shit that Cody did, and I love Cody Rhodes. I do. I did not love Cody Rhodes in AEW. He came over to WWE. I started to love him near the end of his run in AEW. Yes. And then he came over to WWE, and I have been a Cody fan, hands down, you know, torn titty and all about Cody Rhodes. I was even talking shit tonight, and they were like, oh, well, the women's war game usually outdoes the men's war game. I'm like, yeah, but the men's war game's never had motherfucking Cody Rhodes before. So I've been on the Cody train. However, this promo from Cody did not do it for me. It felt corny and forced, and I hated every second of it. And it felt like the most lackluster way to introduce Randy Orton as their fifth person.
Well, I counter argument here. It was definitely rushed because, again, they had like no fucking time left. And I think the only reason they did that was because of the Punk stuff.
Which I already said was never an issue. They should know it wasn't going to be an issue. They've been to Chicago a million times. They know who the fuck we are.
Not even the booing of Randy, just like letting people know it's not going to be Punk. You know? Like, you can't, like, they didn't want to give them false hope.
Look at me and Savannah on the same page tonight. This is fucking weird.
Yeah, I don't understand what's going on anymore. But that's my argument to that, is they had to, they quite literally had to, or everyone would have just assumed Punk, because that's what everyone was fucking doing anyways.
Yeah, but they had already leaked that Randy was going to be it, and we had already kind of settled that, and we knew. And then there was even they're going to announce Randy just because they don't want the Punk. So I think everyone knew it was Randy, and they could have maybe dropped a hint, said one thing. So oh yeah, it's definitely Randy, but we're not going to say it's Randy. I don't know. I didn't like the way it came off. I wasn't feeling it. The rush thing, that's a time management thing. That's on WWE. I'm still spitting it because that's on them. That's not.
That's what I'm saying. That's why it sounded weird. Also, she just
No,
hates Cody Rhodes. That's why she agrees with you.
But she wasn't just being a hater, because I agree and I love Cody Rhodes. So like, I did like Drew coming out and be like, "I'm not part of Judgment Day. Just fuck Jey Uso," and Jey Uso being like, "You need to learn how to let that shit go and get this yeet down."
Honestly, I just don't understand why. Like, other people forgave Jay. Drew's really holding a grudge.
Well, I mean, Drew
Other
would be champion.
other people could have been champion. Am I wrong? No, I'm not.
Listen, heavy
I'm not
is the
wrong.
crown on the head of the man that carries the sword of Gryffindor. All right.
Listen, I'm not talking about Harry Potter right now.
The stuff they did tonight about where's Randy and all that could have been done and kept anonymous. They could have all been like, Cody, you said you had a friend and all that, and then surprise Randy returned. I agree. I think that would have been a better way to do it. You could have just made like a reference to kind of hint at it.
Listen, I'm not the fucking writers. I didn't say to do everything that Randy has been in a 30-second span. You very well could have just had him say someone I have a legacy with and done. Because everyone was like tweeting about Ted DiBiase Jr. getting out of jail, and I thought that was hysterical. Like, could have just had him say that. Whatever. Everything he said, I got to write about, and it worked for me, so I don't fucking care.
And honestly, I had it as a swallow until we got to that point, and then it was a spit for me. Like the rest of the night and everything else that happened, I was like, all right, yeah, you know, because I love the idea of like we spent Monday dealing with the men's war game and handled all of it there, and then Friday was all about the women, and the women got the highlight of Friday and ran the Friday show. And we took the two main war games matches that opened and started the show and gave them their highlight, and there wasn't like any bullshit bleed over for the men. So that part I enjoyed. I was on it until Cody said the shit he said, and I'm like, I love you, but that was lame as fuck. Like, who told you it was open mic night, bitch?
Oh my god, the amount of people who I saw tonight being like, let Brandy come out and say something to Punk. I was like, or just don't.
Why?
She doesn't want to be on screen. She has said that repeatedly. She doesn't want to anymore. She's other shit she's doing.
I don't know what it was, but strictly for the aesthetic alone, I am swallowing Nia Jax defeating Raquel Gonzalez. But Nia Jax, listen, she walked out there and I was like, I don't know what you got going on. And also it was a good match. Like a lot of people have criticized and said some shit about Nia and she's this, she's that, she's on giving her a lot of shit. But like her and Raquel, regardless of my feelings about individuals in that situation, they put on a pretty good match, and Nia looked fucking great. Like, I kind of wish I was Raquel. Like, I would have pulled Raquel out of the way and just like slid into that spot and taken that finish. So,
see, and again, all of this shit about me and Rhea, and then y'all say shit like this, and not just you, all y'all.
Yeah, but I also tell you to call me a whore. So, whereas you say it's just for gimmick, it's not real. So then we give it to you more. Whereas I embrace the fact that I am who I am. And if you just embraced it and said, yeah, you're goddamn right. I want to get stepped on. I want to get kicked. I want to get beaten and flogged. Like, own that shit, Katie.
Whoa. No.
Own it.
No. Don't tell me what to do.
You want to get pounded like Dominic Mysterio did in the middle of that ring by 4 dudes. But not necessarily by 4 dudes, just
excuse me
that way, not by that many. You know what I'm saying. Anyway, swallowing Nia versus Raquel.
How fucking dare you? Yeah, it was actually a really good match for both of them.
and Rick had a little bonding moment over our thirst in the chat.
Well, yeah, Nia Jax is, I mean, she was always beautiful, but now like she seems more happy, which helps her become more beautiful and confident. And Raquel's thinks she is the best back in WWE, and bitch, you don't. So like,
now Randy's back. You see his back?
I know. I love Randy.
He broke that shit, and it came back better than Raquel's.
Rhea's back is also better than Raquel's. Just fucking saying, but I know.
Actually, you know what? I can't say that because when Rhea turns around, the back is the last thing I'm looking at. So
everything beautiful.
I don't think I know what Rhea looks like from the waist up from behind. So,
And I mean, the entire back of her is just.
we should. Well, no, that'd probably be too easy because of the tights. Never mind. It was like one day we should play a game where I just get pictures of like wrestlers' butts and we got to guess who they are based on their butt. But it would be hard to do because most of them have like their names or some kind of identifying mark on their ass.
That's true. Yeah.
Oh.
Maybe you'd have to get like side profiles.
It's like me with the Elite Katie. You got to embrace the obsession. I want Hangman to hang me.
No, that's.
Listen, erotic asphyxiation is a thing. Like you can teach their own.
I know.
Be
It's a
careful.
thing.
Katie, spit or swallow.
Yeah, I was gonna say, can we please my phone, please?
You could censor the logo.
Oh, for the game.
Yeah.
But we still be able to figure it out. No, that was NXT. I'm swallowing Xylee Becky. Hell of a fucking match. How long have I been wanting Xylee to be showcased in this type of way? Since you've known me.
Yep.
3 fucking years.
Same.
And this is what I've been wanting. Now, obviously, like she may not have won, much like whatever, I guess, but rude. But she's still just kicking the shit out of people, and that's fun, and I like that. And she's put on great matches, so I must follow it.
I wasn't a huge fan of her not winning, especially going into a title match, but
then
also
Becky was in the War Games, so like, were they gonna?
We did have a little bit of the women bleed over, but like this was a very small part of Raw. The overall arcing Raw was the men's War Games. This was just like a.
This was being like, oh yeah, Becky's actually on this fucking show, and now it's SmackDown.
Also, Adam Pearce is a fucking fun sucker. Every time people want to fight, he's out there. He's like, "We're not gonna fight. Stop it. Security. Break the fun up." Like the fuck. I am becoming an Aldous guy, real easy, real quick. Like Aldous is like, listen, you can be here, but if you get in the ring and do some dumb shit, you're out. Get the fuck off my show. You're not part of this brand. Love it. Love that for you, Nick. Also, banging Mickey James. Love it. Love that for you, Nick. Also, not kind of a douchebag like Adam Pearce, ruining fun in the ring. Love it. Love you, Nick Aldis. Like, I'm all about it.
Love it. Love you, Nick Aldis.
Yeah, no, I'm becoming an Aldis guy.
I mean, he's a nice looking man. That suit he had on Friday
Aldis
was
dick. Like, I'm about it.
All right.
Write
Take
that down.
it easy. All right. I'm even spelling it like his last name.
That's exactly how I'm going to put it in the description too.
Yeah.
No, I'm with you on that. Speaking of Adam Pearce being a bitch, I am spitting Adam Pearce making a 4-way for the women's tag titles and not including Alba and Isla. Now, yeah, granted, they're a SmackDown tag team, technically. He made it Disco Ninja Party versus Maxine and Ivy, who apparently weren't even there to like get a tag title shot. But
no, Maxine just wanted to talk about something else, and then Ivy was like, "No, shut the fuck up."
Versus The Way, versus Natty and the Ghost of Tegan Knox's knees. All about it.
Relax.
So Disco Ninja Sex Party. Chelsea also, mind you, calls Cole Matthew. And says Matthew has jokes, which until I just mizzed in my pants was going to be the title of this episode. Matthew has jokes.
I was going to say, I distinctly remember that tweet happening.
Okay, listen. Matthew has jokes appeals to me, and that's great. But I just mizzed in my pants as a whole other level of us for a title.
Okay.
She also called Wade Barry, which I enjoyed.
Chelsea Green's just doing her thing. You can't.
No, sorry.
No, go ahead.
Piper Niven being like, they're like, well, are you and Chelsea really friends? She goes, I just don't really like people because that's a mood.
Fucking relatable.
Another big spit is nothing against the Ghost of Tegan Knox's knees, but Natty and Tegan win.
I hate the fact that Tegan is teaming with Natty. Why is she in everything? Fuck you, Natalia. I would have been perfectly fine with Maxine Dupree and Ivan Nile winning because they both had a great time in the match. And, you know, Team Ninja Disco Sex Party, an actual tag team, the longest tag team of all of the tag teams. Perfectly fine with them. Candice and Indy, also a real tag team that have been together at least 2 years, probably more, have held tag gold before. And why did Natty have to win? And I love Tegan, but like, what the fuck?
So, two things. One, I fucked up because I don't really write down things that aren't matches for pay-per-views. But R-Truth made his return as well, which
the
smash.
best thing that has happened. I was so excited.
Also, WWE Shop, Alpha Academy. So, Black Friday had a deal. I got something that I've wanted my entire life. The big gold belt. 40% off Black Friday. I saw it Friday when I woke up. I looked at my wife. I'm like, hey. And she's like, if you really want it, go ahead. It's damn near half price.
Yeah. Got it,
right? So we're sitting there. And we're all watching this, and this comes up, and there it is on the TV as they're promoting the fucking Black Friday deals and shit. And I'm like, hey, I got that. And John's like, or I said, hey, I ordered one of those. And he goes, Maxine Dupree. And I'm like, yes, John, Maxine Dupree. She'll be on the way. As a matter of fact, she should be here tomorrow. So tonight I'm packing all Kate's shit and I'm kicking her out. Like,
terrible.
And then I forget what the fuck we were talking about something. And Kate said something. I'm like, see, this is why I'm glad Maxine Dupree's arriving tomorrow because this isn't going to work anymore. And she missed the whole first part. She goes, I don't know what you're talking about, but I don't want to fucking know what you're talking about.
I'm surprised she didn't just hate you.
So, Katie, spit or swallow?
I'm gonna swallow Chad Gable and Shinsuke Nakamura having one fucking hell of a match. Come on now. Also, complete the sidebar, was Nakamura supposed to have an open challenge tonight and they just axed that?
I saw somebody say something. I don't know, but I'm wondering if now it is going to be CM Punk when we finally get to it.
I mean, a lot of people, you know how people are, they were speculating once the vignettes started. So this was like a month ago, maybe after the Rollins stuff. So like people immediately were being like, it's Punk. Someone said it's Okada. And I was like, it's definitely not Okada, but
because
again, okay, sure.
Too.
Yeah, so like, you know, all signs point to Punk, I guess. But like I just remember that now, and I was like, yes. I was like, I could have sworn this was happened. But regardless, Gable and Nakamura, fantastic match. Who's surprised? Nobody.
No, I agree. Chad is fucking Kurt Angle Jr. They're great.
Yeah.
I am swallowing and also spitting the same segment.
Okay.
I'm going to swallow it, and then right when I think, all right, cool, dinner's over, something happened, I regurgitate that shit back up. The family celebrates their title win at a very classy establishment set up by our new enforcer, Adriana, our girl, Adriana, with the thickest fucking Italian accent, New York accent I've ever heard in my life.
She's
wherever
great.
The fuck she's from. They mentioned that they tried to help Andre Chase, but he kept digging himself in deeper. We still don't know what's going on with that little sidebar. Also, in this, like, Thea loses to Blair when she gets distracted by Chase U fans not cheering her on, because, like, that's still a thing, because I guess they hate her because they hate Andre for whatever reason. But I'm like, oh, no, this is good. Like, and then the audacity of the werewolves to be sitting outside in the alley and jump our boys as they're getting in their car to go home. Like, have you ever eaten in a full Italian family meal? You are in no mood to fight after that with all the wine and pasta and shit. You're full, you're tired, you're like,
Yeah.
you can't defend yourself on a full stomach like that. All that
No.
meat and pasta and bullshit, chicken parm, and come on now.
I mean,
Low
you're full
road
of spaghetti. Like,
werewolves.
that's. I love the fact that you're now calling them the werewolves because I called them the werewolves.
Also, because Vince gets mad, he's like, "They're not werewolves. They're werewolves.
They're fucking werewolves. They are scratch marks.
100% Team Jacob. That's all I'm saying.
I mean, Teen Wolf. Come on, it's right there. But no, I definitely agree with you. Like, I was like, oh, what a family. They just get to relax for the night. People are calling Adriana Big Ange from Mob Wives, basically, which, like, I definitely can see that, and I loved that fucking show. So, like, she's phenomenal. I want her on screen with them every week. And then the gall, the gumption, the audacity, the werewolves attack the most dangerous place in NXT, the parking lot. They just wanted to go home and take a nap. Fucking werewolves.
It was some bullshit. You could have come up and you won your match, could have got your tag team title next week. No, you're on some bullshit. Impatient ass werewolf bullshit.
Also, you brought it up. I'm spitting the fact that we're getting what is this stuff? We're basically getting cock blocked because I want to know what the fuck is going on with Andre Chase, and they're like, next week.
Yeah, what the fuck was that?
Tell me now.
Next
I'm right here.
Andre
Just
Chase
tell me now.
speak. Listen,
Yeah.
Andre, you are losing my support by the day with your gambling addiction. I will have no sympathy for you by next week.
If it is something so fucking stupid, I am going to be so pissed off. Just so everybody's aware.
Katie, spit or swallow?
I'm going to, and let's make him as a shock. Everybody, I'm going to swallow Carmelo Hayes versus Josh Briggs. I know, I said I'd make him as a surprise. One, Alexis King is a little bitch. He didn't have to get involved. Unnecessary. Threw Melo off his game. But Josh Briggs is a fine-looking man. Personal opinion.
Oh.
They're both beautiful. So I've been saying this for a while. I've just kept it low-key about Josh Briggs because they also have been on TV in a while. So I'm just like, that deadline match is tall, beefy men so far. Dijak, Trick, and Briggs. I'm not complaining. I'm just saying.
How tall are you, Katie?
I'm 5'3".
Also known as dick height.
Okay.
Yeah.
But it also was just like, to circle back, also just a really fucking good match.
I need to. I was with you. I put a question mark there because I wasn't sure how you were going to take me swallowing it. So like that was the thing. Also, yeah, fuck Lexus King. But here's my thing, and here's what I want to know.
Okay.
The fuck is wrong with Fallon Henley? And what is wrong with Fallon Henley that Brooks and Dunn are trying to boot scoop boogie their way to every other fucking woman in the locker room besides this beautiful lady that is right there? And why the fuck, after the Kiana shit, did we never do the right conclusion with Brooks and Fallon ending up together? Because I forgot about it until I saw her like seeing Briggs flirting with fucking Tiffany and being like, hey, what the fuck was that about? And I'm like, oh, we're doing this again? Oh, wait, we never finished the last one. What the fuck?
It's like, you're supposed to be a soap opera and I'm supposed to get a conclusion every once in a while. I have gotten zero conclusion with that. Like, let them be together.
I need closure. I need closure on that relationship.
I need a lot of closure in my life. This is one of them.
We're not talking about your dad.
Fuck you. You don't have to specifically say it, dick.
I'm going to swallow Xia Li versus Lyra. So first and foremost, Lyra comes out, and during her entrance, Xia just shows up and kicks her in the back of the fucking head and drops her. And then the whole night we're like,
Yep.
are we going to get the match? We're going to get the match. And Lyra's like, yeah, maybe I'm concussed. Who cares? I'm still going to go out there and win this fucking match. And they were all like, yeah, well, Xia said, you should have drank the tea, otherwise no mercy. And this blah, blah, blah. Lyra still defeats Xia Li. Xia Li takes 2 L's, but again, great fucking match. Love Lyra Valkyria. Not mad that she won. Still a little sad that Xia didn't have a win going into this to make it seem like she might actually have a chance to win. Because when she lost to Becky and Lyra beat Becky, it's like, oh, you lost to the girl that this girl already beat. Probably not going to win. But the setup, the knockout kick ahead of time, all that. Big fan. Swallow.
Oh, big fucking fan. I loved the fact that they did this because deadline's in 2 weeks? Let me check that. Yeah, 2 weeks, I think. So you very well could do Xia Lyra Part 2 at deadline. So that way she has a title match. Because we know that the winner of the Women's Iron Survivor will get the chance at her. So very well, Xia could be like, I want another shot. Just keep attacking her, beating her up, get under her skin. Because I would be so okay with another match between the two of them. They fucking killed it. Right.
When is Pirates of the Caribbean at World's End?
Oh, hold on, let me look real quick.
She's like, I can't even remember the real name of this pay-per-view because Matt said at World's End, and now that's all I can think about.
Well, World's End, AEW. I just don't remember when it is. December 30th.
Okay.
Why?
Oh. Katie, spit or swallow. What was that?
I don't know. I said, why did you want to know when World's End was?
Well, because Deadline, I want to know if Deadline and Pirates of the Caribbean at World's End were going to be the same weekend or whatever.
Oh, yeah. No, thankfully not. I'm also not going to watch World's End.
I was just checking because we got 2 pay-per-views next month, and I know which one I'm going to watch and which one I'm not going to watch, and one I get for a subscription I'm already paying for, and one I'm not paying $50 to watch an IHOP finals. So,
and IHOP finals and one other match has been announced so far, but we're not there yet. I'm just gonna gargle the Heritage Cup. We talked about how you don't like Red Robin tournaments, but it's not getting a full spit because Chad Gable was in it. And he should have fucking won. I'm so sick of
it's getting a full spit because he didn't win.
I mean, I was going to, but he was just so good. I can't. He doesn't deserve that.
What up, Just? Thanks for tuning
Just.
in. You're a little late. You missed the Survivor Series stuff, but we're working our way through NXT.
Maybe he's here just for us talking about something that's not Survivor Series.
Well, I mean, maybe.
He's from fucking Chicago.
It is clobbering time. I'm spitting Von Wagner. I'm not making the jokes about this man's name anymore because of whatever.
Yes.
They called the nicknames. All right. However, this man having dinner with the Stone family, showing up with fucking
cosmic
brownies that he already opened and ate. The fact that it looks like he's been visiting Mrs. Stone on the regular because both of those children look like they were his, not Robert's.
It's not even I just don't understand. Why are they blonde as fuck? Neither of his parents were that in any way, shape, or form blonde.
Unless one of them is Von Wagner.
Unless one of them was Wagner. And they just, y'all ain't slick. We know.
I'm just saying, like, it looks like Von Wagner has been visiting Mrs. Stone on the regular. Maybe, while Robert was getting run over by a fucking tank, Von was tanking Mrs. Wagner in the bedroom. Like, I don't know how old those kids are. Probably a little older than that. Well, he was in Impact. He was doing the Jersey Shore gimmick in Impact. Maybe while he was, what was it? Jim Tan
Laundry.
Yeah, well, he was GTLing. He was dicking her down. I don't know. Something was going on there, but those did not look like Stone's kids.
No.
And that whole segment was just weird and stupid.
Yeah, I wasn't really paying attention to it. When I have an issue of like consistently being on my phone during matches from home, so like I was just not in that in any way, shape, or form. I was on my phone the whole time.
Fair. Katie, spit or swallow.
I'm spitting Eddie Thorpe versus Baby Regal because this man got beat down by 3 people and not a single person would come out and help him. That's kind of fucked. Also, I don't understand Drew Gulak's faction. It's not Baby Regal's, it's Drew's. Like, are you all just really good at submissions? Is that your faction?
They are
I don't even know who the third one is.
Sisters.
Stop it. I don't even know who the third dude is. Like,
I think he was one of the people from Chase U. I don't know.
I thought he was one of the people who wanted to fuck Fallon Henley.
I mean, there's a lot of people, including me, that want to do that. So,
Me too.
Yeah, no. Eddie Thorpe doesn't sell me, so anything with him,
No.
I just kind of tune out. I'm not sold.
Yeah, I just don't care.
Yeah. I didn't realize this till I looked at it. Apparently, I just didn't like War Games promos because I'm also, again, spit with a swallow. I'm spitting everything Bailey had to say to the women, trying to like cause issues between them in the opening promo of SmackDown. Like that fell flat for me again. Bailey being out there by herself. However, I did really like Bailey coming back and being like, "All right, so like, who are we gonna go with? Are we gonna go with like Io and Kyrie, or maybe the Kabuki Warriors, or we could do Io and Asuka. No one's ever seen that." And Dakota being like, "We appreciate what you did for us," as if Bailey wasn't part of the group, but we think you should go out there and team with Asuka. And Bailey looked afraid,
Scared.
like she realizes she has lost control of this group and she doesn't know what's going on.
She's lost damage control.
Yeah. And then we had tensions running high all night between Becky, which is why she didn't get added to the group chat and didn't color coordinate and all that shit.
But like, you see all of them back there in pink. You didn't have a lick of pink to just throw on real quick. The audacity. Sorry.
I mean, even Shotzi, when she like took off the thing, she had like a little pink nipple thing going on and like some on the elbow pads. Like
she had a twinge of pink.
Yeah, a twinge of pink. You couldn't get a twinge of pink?
No.
Who doesn't need a twinge of pink in their life, right, Katie?
Exactly. Do I need to write that down too?
No.
Okay. Just making sure. I will say, going back to the damage control thing, I love the fact that Dakota has become the leader of damage control. I love that for her. Pop off queen. Because she's always the one who's like kind of talking for Io when Bailey's like just going on her bullshit. So Dakota being the leader, love that. Unlike Damien, who thinks he's the fucking leader, when we know damn well who the real leader of Judgment Day is.
Oh, Rhea Ripley.
It's fucking Rhea Ripley. Damien, you were the leader of War Games, and guess what happened?
And you lost.
Bitch.
Which is why Rhea looks so sad. She's like, fuck, I put him in charge, and he fucked it up. Not because of CM.
Or, Randy ruining the cash in. The thing that happened before the thing you said. Fun times.
Watching the bobblehead get his head bobbled off the top of the cage after you just gave him his cut.
His head is so massive.
Dude, the whole ring shook when it hit. It's so big that I thought the ring was good. Like, remember when Brock suplexed Big Show in the whole ring? Yeah, I thought both rings when his head hit were just gonna.
That would have been, oh my god, that would have been crazy. That definitely should have happened.
Katie, spit or swallow.
I'm gonna swallow Danhausen coming back. Let's fucking go. We have been missing the very nice, very evil man for quite some time. Orange Cassidy's like, I have an announcement, and he didn't get the chance to do it backstage because people are rude. So before his match with Sleepy Justin Bieber and Ciabatta Bread, he's like, all right, I have a Thanksgiving treat for you all. And fucking Danhausen came out, and I was so happy.
Where did Dynamite take place this week?
No, I'm not saying it.
You don't have to say it because, ladies and gentlemen, CM Punk, R-Truth, and Danhausen all returned
and
in
Randy
Chicago.
Orton, if you don't start respecting Randy Orton's name, I swear to God.
They announced him on Monday, which was not in Chicago.
That doesn't matter. He didn't show up. I hate you.
Okay.
Sorry,
Danhausen, CM Punk, R-Truth, and jacked sexy Randy Orton all returned in Chicago the same week in two separate companies.
It wasn't that fucking hard. Put some respect on Randy's name. God damn it.
Like, I'm not, I do.
I know.
I had a little issue with him and his choice and friends for a little while, but like he got fired.
But that friend is gone.
I do love, like, I don't know if I saw it on Twitter, if someone in the house said it, but they're like, wouldn't it be great if Randy's like, I'm not coming back till you fire Matt Riddle? Like, he's been fine. And then they're like, I'm not coming back till you get rid of that fucker.
He's probably like, his back's been fine for a while, but he's like, get rid of him. I'm not coming back.
And we got the fucking Halloween 3 music and the little TV and shit for Danhausen's return. Fuck yeah.
And
I don't even know what that match was, but Danhausen was there and I'm happy.
It was
it's not important.
Title, basically 3 people with titles versus what do you call them? Save money at Menards. Bless you. Bless you. Bless you.
Saving money at Menards and his friend, who is now Ruby Soho's
boyfriend.
It's complicated.
I mean, it's hot in my opinion, but that's neither here nor there. But he had Jake Hager's hat and then he cursed him.
True. What a brocast.
Hey, brocast. It's like, yeah.
And then Jake Hager say big money at Menards. Everyone's like, what the fuck is going on in my hat? And Jay's like, hey, can you focus on me? Can this be about me? Which, honestly, you guys are lucky she even graces you with her fucking presence. It should be all about her. It really should.
True.
It's the only thing Jungle Boy ever did right. Also, I'm swallowing Swerve advancing to get a point over Jay Lethal. 3 points, whatever. I don't know how this fucking works in Red Robin. The Red Robin Tournament Continental Breakfast Championship Tournament. Swerve got a win over Jay Lethal.
Who shouldn't be in this? I'm sorry.
Katie swerves when she drives.
I do.
You don't believe me? Go check out Chili's showcase from Wednesday.
Yeah.
Because it was on Wednesday.
Thanksgiving.
It's always on Thursdays, but it's also
Thursday was Thanksgiving.
Sometimes it's always on Thursdays, except when it's on Wednesdays. Because I got yelled at for saying it was on Wednesdays.
Because I say typically Thursdays, except.
Yeah. Katie, spit or swallow.
I'm gonna swallow Tony Storm's acceptance speech.
Oh.
Everything from Renee and RJ City coming out and like announcing her being in the audience,
tripping up the ramp, losing her shoes, which you always watch out for the shoe, folks. If you don't, you should. And giving her speech, and then 10 seconds after, like while she's talking, her music plays, and she's like, "No, don't write me off yet."
And then Mariah May just like standing back there, but her facade drops for just a second when Tony Storm's like, "You'll never be me, you'll never make it," talking to like the little girls who want to
Kids.
be her.
Like straight up kids. She's literally said, "Listen, kids, you'll never be me, so stay in school or learn a trade."
And when she said that, you could see Mariah May's fangirl facade drop for just a millisecond. And I like little details like that. Because whenever that shit blows up, it's going to be great.
Oh, it's gonna be fantastic.
Like, Tony Storm is so fucking funny. I love her.
I'm gonna swallow. I'm also swallowing that. I agree with you. Fucking love it. Black and white, great things. MJF in Chicago, just tooting his own horn, flicking his own bean about being the greatest champ of all time. Adam Cole not telling a story in typical Adam Cole fashion. Listen, this
I know. We talked about this.
No, Adam, listen. Adam, you back there, Adam, listen to me. Listen very carefully. Story time is not you just speaking words. A story is not just you being like, "Who's ready for story time with Adam Cole, baby?" I can't wait to be, back. And that's not a story. That is not a story. I can't wait to be back. I'm honored to have worked with MJF. I'm happy these are not stories. That's not a story.
These are cliff notes.
Yes. Anyway, what else did we have there? The lights go out. The devil laughs. Joe shows up. Joe wants his rematch. MJF tells him to blow me. And I'm like, that's my max. There he is right there. It's still there. That made me happy. He's like, blow me. And Joe almost murdered him. And then here comes Adam Cole ruining MJF, being like, listen, he is. He's like, listen, if you're really the new and improved, you got to be a man of your word and blah, blah. It's like, no, he doesn't. Like, he can still be a fun, great guy and tell Samoa Joe to blow him, because I popped. I was good with it. Like,
let me play devil's advocate. No pun intended here.
Because Adam Cole's the devil. Gotcha. Go ahead.
I have a awesome theory about that in a second. Hold on. He saved MJF from getting his ass beat. That's what he did. Because if he didn't stop Joe, MJF would, who knows where he'd be in an actual hospital, probably. Not the fake one that he went to for the pay-per-view when they came back. The awesome theory I have, because people kept saying it on Twitter, and now I can't unsee it. So when they're in the ring, just Cole and Maxwell, and it looks like Cole goes into his pocket before the lights go off, but like he hits something and then the lights go off and then the devil appears and the devil laughs. And people are saying, not me, I'm just putting this out here, I am not the one saying this, that the laugh sounded like Jack Perry. Again, not me saying this, the internet. But then when the lights come back on, it looks like Cole is like fixing something like in his pocket. So a lot of people are speculating, because that's what they do, that he is either like queuing it up and has this pre-recorded, or is in cahoots with said devil.
Okay, listen. Not to knock anyone that wants to, thinks, or has the idea that Jack Perry could be the devil. A lot of people I've talked to, work with, they think it's a fantastic idea. I disagree personally. Again, Jack Perry, good on you. You somehow landed Anna Jay, and I'm happy for you, and I'm proud of you for that. You would be a fucking disappointment as the devil. The only other reasonable option outside of MJF, because it would get us back to MJF being MJF, would be Adam Cole. So it's Adam Cole. I said it was only MJF, but it's Adam Cole or MJF. Those are the only two reasonable options. Anything outside of that is going to be fucking stupid. If it is Jungle Boy, I'm legit going to be annoyed and pissed, and it's going to be stupid, unless maybe Adam Cole's in cahoots with them. Like, if it leads back to me getting my MJF, the guy that tells people to blow them, and he talks about, people's mothers in the crowd and just terrible dickish things and the things he says, Like, don't get me wrong. I love the fact that, normally he's like, Midwestern girls are fat and I want nothing to do with them. And this time he's like, I'm in Chicago and there are a lot of girls I'd like to get deep inside, like your pizza, all that.
There.
Speaking of things shit MJF said, he also said wrestling MJF in Long Island is like copping head from an alligator, which weird analogy, but okay. But looking at Joe, he doesn't have many options as is. Joe said, listen, you can stop worrying about the devil because from this point on, I own you. You're my property. Also, the only good thing Adam Cole did tonight, finally snapped on Roderick Strong, said, I'm not your fucking best friend anymore. Leave me the fuck alone.
Because Roddy's a fucking stage 5 clinger, bro. Like, leave him alone. He doesn't want you in any capacity. Take a hint.
Take a hint.
Bitch.
Katie, spit or swallow.
I mean, we keep bringing her up. I'm going to swallow Sky Blue, AJ, and Ruby Soho. Fantastic fucking match. I love all three of them, and the fact that they actually got the chance to wrestle and have a good match, because there's only ever one women's match on Dynamite, because God forbid. And this was a fantastic match. All of the outside shenanigans with Parker and Soho and I almost called her Slinky Neck. I'll be nice. Saraya and Save Money at Menards, like all of that. Anna Jay being pissed. Good things. All good things. And Sky Blue's new gear and everything is so cool. I love it so much.
And she's from Chicago, and she won in Chicago, and Chicago. There we go. I agree. Big swallow. Sky Blue getting the win, triple threat women's match. I'm actually starting to enjoy the shenanigans with Angelo Parker, because like even here, Angelo's like kind of checking on Ruby, and NJ's like, "What the fuck are you doing? Cut it out!" Like, but also held Sky Blue's foot so that she could get hit and knocked off. There are things. So
yeah, I mean, I don't want Anna Jay to become a cockblock, so let's let him have his girl.
I have two things left, and one's like a really small thing.
Okay.
I'm swallowing Christian Cage forcing Luchasaurus onto one knee and renaming him Killswitch because Luchasaurus is a loser. And then looking at Nick Wayne and first off fucking up and having the opportunity to call him Nick Cage and not taking it. But as Nick Wayne goes to get down on knees, like, no, don't you ever get down on a knee for anybody. Like, don't do that. You're my golden boy. From now on, you're the prodigy, which that was kind of cheesy and stupid. I'm much
pretty sure
Nick Cage.
People already called him that, so okay.
Yeah. Shayna Wayne, fine as fuck, comes out. Christian calls her a bad mom, insults her about her being a waitress and not being able to like take care of her son or give him anything. Also mentions Nick's dead dad. Killswitch then kind of gets in between Christian and Shayna, and then Christian shoves Killswitch into Shayna, and then Shayna takes a hard bump into the ropes.
Yeah.
Sets her up for a concerto. Wants Killswitch to pull the kill switch on the concerto, and he pauses. Here comes Adam Copeland. I forgot. I was like, where the fuck's this guy been? Oh, yeah, here he is. Adam Copeland comes out and then proceeds to beat Nick Wayne's ass in front of his mother as she sits in the corner terrified because like she just came out to try and talk some sense into her son, and instead she got insulted, knocked on the ground, and then had to sit there helpless and watch this man spear and DDT and concerto her son. And Edge didn't even give a fuck. Like he looked back and he saw her like holding her son's head as he's broken, and he's like, whatever. I didn't come out here for you. Like, I didn't come to save you.
I mean, true. I mean, you could say that Killswitch was engaged.
Killswitch was engaged.
Get it? Anybody? It's the band. Thank you. That whole Christian is such a fucking menace to society. I don't understand anymore. It's the turtlenecks. That's what it is.
It is.
100%.
Katie, spit or swallow.
I'm swallowing Kevin Owens and LA Knight. I don't give a fuck about Theory and Waller. I literally almost forgot his name. But Kevin just basically being one of us and being like, you said his name twice already. You know what happens when you keep saying their name. And then they say LA Knight's name again. Pop, LA Knight comes out. It's just little shit like that Kevin consistently does. It just like tickles this one part of my brain that I love so much. Because I'm like, he gets it. He's just like us screaming on our TVs. Like, you keep saying his name, he's going to show up. Also saying he was like happy, I guess, that Theory dressed up like him because he said that's the best he's ever looked. Which, Kevin's beautiful. Don't put yourself down like that, Kevin. Theory's stupid. But it's just, I don't know. I love Kevin Owens and LA Knight's phenomenal, so it gets a swallow for me just for that fact alone.
All right. My last swallow of the evening goes out to the man who opened SmackDown with one of the greatest signs in history. Shout out to you, sir, for getting I Just Mizzed in My Pants on live TV in honor of your sign opening up SmackDown in Chicago. Not only are you my final swallow, but your sign will be the title of this week's episode. So whoever you are out there, thank you, Mr. I Just Mizzed in My Pants from the number one wrestling podcast on Pornhub.
Sure. What he said.
Katie, anything else?
I have literally one.
Spit or swallow.
So, it's worked out perfectly. Before we got to Survivor Series, we obviously had SmackDown. But, like, I'm swallowing everything that happened with Carlito and Santos. Like, coming out, talking shit. Santos comes out. They start brawling. Santos gets pushed and, like, told to go away. Motherfucker runs around and then comes through the crowd just to hit him with, like, a knee to the back shoulder area, which put him out of action, and then he got beat up in the back, which, like, that doesn't really make sense to me, but whatever. But that's, like, on-site energy that Santos had. So I give props to that. And heel Santos is a sight to see. So, yeah, exactly. So, it gets a swallow.
Agreed. Katie, what was your favorite show you watched this week?
Are we saying Survivor Series?
Oh, yes, we are saying Survivor Series. We covered it. We're saying it.
So, Survivor Series.
My favorite show that I watched this week was Chicago. Wrestling in Chicago was amazing this week. No, it's Survivor Series.
Show.
Honestly, it was going to be Dynamite had it not been for Survivor Series.
Dynamite was. That's why I asked if Survivor Series was an option.
But they both took place in Chicago. So Chicago is my favorite show this week. Survivor Series. We got the return of sexy Randy Orton. I'll say his name first, so don't forget it. But then CM Punk, Ron the Truth Killings, 2 banger War Games matches, some awesome singles matches. Rhea looking fine as fuck, getting the win over Zoe Stark and having a great match as well. Top to bottom, great show. They killed it. Big, also the highest grossing Survivor Series in history. The second highest grossing show in Chicago behind WrestleMania. Yeah. Survivor Series. Katie, please plug yourself.
So you can follow me on Twitter at KatieWrestling13. The link to I'm about to take all things She Leads Showcase. Twitch.tv/She Leads Showcase and YouTube.com/She Leads Showcase. Typically Thursday, 6 p.m. Eastern-ish. It will be on Thursday this week, I promise. Patreon.com/GLH Showcase, where you can subscribe for $3 a month and you get non-wrestling podcasts every single month. Last month was Matt and I talking about ghosts and things. This month was me and I dubbed them, or they dubbed themselves the Yin Yang Twins. That is Jaylan and Juss from Get Show. You have to watch the podcast to understand why they dubbed themselves the Yin Yang Twins. It became a thing. It was very fun. We will be doing a part 2 about basically making a playlist to describe ourselves, because 15 songs is just not enough. So we will be doing a part 2 eventually. So that's out. All the stuff. Go check it out.
You guys can check out everything Creation World on Instagram, TikToks, and X at It's Creation World, ITSCREATI World. Also, creationworld.com is there. It's a thing. You go there, you get the links to all of our shit. Go to the website, click on what you want, whether it's audio, video, blah, 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 blah. It's all available to you. You guys can follow me at Matt Ridders, MATTRDDR on X, or at Getting Off Matt Ritter for your wrestling content, Getting Off for your horror content, and everywhere else on social media, whether it is Threads, TikTok, Instagram, Blue Sky, at Smackin It Raw, no G. No G is not untitled, just Smackin G. It Raw. For Miss Katie Kinsey Bebe, I'm the patron saint of podcasting, the Warden Matt Ritter, and this has been your #1 wrestling podcast on Pornhub.